All right, let me have your attention up here. Everybody turn over to one of the reading prompts. Now, we've gone through 2 or 3, but like turn over to one of the reading prompts where you have to read the passage and answer 4 or 5 questions on it, whatever. While you're doing that, raise your hand if you've seen this on the SAT already. Yep. How do you remember this on the PSAT? It's there too. How many of you have taken other AP courses? Were reading prompts in those? Yep. Okay. So this is going to happen. This is just part of taking AP exams. Now, how many of you really have strategies on how to play the game? Cool. What do you do?
I fix the question, read the question, and then try and find it in the passage.
Straight to the questions?
Yeah.
Okay. And then so questions and answer choices, then you start hunting, right? How many of you are hunters? You read the question, look for your target, hunt, right? I'm a hunter. I get that too. How many of you are skimmers? You skim the passage first. You're a skimmer. You're a skimmer. Good. Okay, skimmers. I'm going to give you some skimming strategies. So skimming's a pretty good way to go about it. Trying to nail a reading prompt really, really quickly. There's some things that I want to show you. For me, this developed out of reading college textbooks really, really fast, and then having to, learn quickly. So one of the things that, particularly in science papers, if or then, if you see those words, stop and read. How many of you guys ever done those like word searches when you were a kid, right? And if you're looking for the word flamingo, you're not looking for the entire word flamingo. You just start, I'm looking for an F and an L, and wherever those are, right? And you skim and looking for F and L. If you see if or then, you need to stop. What does an if-then statement say?
If something, then this.
It's a cause and effect, right? So remember those cause and effect flashcards we talked about, and how important that is? All these cause and effect questions in AP Environmental, if you see an if or a then, it's going to be some sort of causational statement. Now, how many of you intentionally look for numbers? Good. Good. Oh, the rest of you skimmers, that's one of the things you need to look for. Look for numbers, and then I'm going to extend your level. Looking for numbers will work for the rest of your high school career, but what you need to do is look for numbers and then look for change. Delta. It doesn't matter if the number is 7.2 billion coral polyps. What matters is that you saw that it went down to 680 or whatever, whatever the decrease or increase was. You need to not just see the numbers, but see the delta, see the change. Okay? How many of you are reading and you come across a word that you don't know? You know you should know, but you don't know. Raise your hand if that's been you. Okay. That's where the vocabulary flashcards come in handy, is just the good old-fashioned vocab. Anybody a Harry Potter fan? Cool. So there's a scene in one of the Harry Potter movies where Dumbledore takes the wand and yeah, exactly, puts it in the pensive, right? Have you guys ever brain dumped on a test? Okay, you can do that. You can circle words and write a little jot on there of what that means, just so you don't have to continually remember it as you go through the questions. So you do a little bit of a brain dump, and when you see the vocab words in the reading, and that's going to speed you up when you get to the questions. Highlighting and brain dumping on vocabs. Okay, how many of you have run completely out of time on one of these prompts? You don't know what to do. Okay, if you're a skimmer, do you have time to skim?
No.
Probably not, right? You're down at seconds or minutes per question, so you actually got to speed up a little bit. What I want you to do is kind of like Mackenzie said, straight to the questions. Go straight to the questions there and start hunting. Okay, a couple of things I want to make clear to you. I said it to you before the test, but I want to make it clear to you again. I do not expect you to be perfect. There is no expectation of perfection. No one does. That's why this isn't a numerical grade, okay? It's either got college ready or not college ready or whatever. No one expects you for perfection. What I want is for you to do better than average. Better than that national average, right? So how many of you know you miss an answer, you really have no idea, you had to guess, and it gets in your head real bad? Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna fight that. This is just like a boxing match. just like a chess match. You're gonna lose some pawns, right? You're gonna soak up some licks if you're in a boxing match. This is me. I don't have to go into a boxing match wearing sunglasses and makeup. I know I'm gonna get hit. The question is, am I gonna win? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with this test. You're gonna have some stuff that you don't know. Don't let that beat you up. You still can win this game. This is a game now. This is reading skills. This is writing skills. This is all sorts of things. It's not just what you know. This is a game to play now. I wish there wasn't a political agenda, but there is. I wish there wasn't such a reading test, but it is. So if that's the game we're going to play, let's play it and win. Does that make sense? Dig it. How many of you really